Hello, it's Aggie Joe. So I this just happened to me recently. Sorry, I'm actually just too lazy to make an actual edit on this video. So I got locked out of my house recently. So just for full context, I do still live with my parents, and I do live in the basement. So yes, I am one of those losers. But I was playing tennis, and I went out, and I totally forgot to mention to anyone that I went to tennis. So naturally, my sister locked up all the doors, and we have this one gate where it doesn't have a key. So if no one's awake to like let you in, you're kind of fucked. And that's literally what happened to me. My other sister came, but she went home. I kind of figured after I came home at like one, and no one. And I was like, if she's sleeping over, she's probably downstairs, and she'd hear me knock and doorbell, but no one heard me. So I was just like, oh fuck. And I'm so man, I'm so tired. I don't know why. I slept like 10 hours. So what happened was I tried sleeping in my car, and I have back pain. So that was pretty fucking painful. Right now I'm actually suffering through it. I was making some good progress on my back pain, but now it just hurts again. It hurts a lot actually. I gotta go to the gym, get some stretches out, and all that nice stuff. So that's sort of what happened to me recently. And it's kind of, I would say it's just a little bit frustrating because it's it's more so on my end. I didn't tell anyone I was going out. Like we have international students, and I no, I didn't even tell them. I kind of just left. That's my fault. So if I had just told someone I was going out, yeah, I would have just done that. But I was like, you know what? I'll just sleep in my car. I want to know what it's like when you're like one of those like struggling musicians on the road where you can't book a hotel because you can't afford it, so you got to stay in your car and all that nice stuff. And I was just thinking like, maybe I'll do that. Like, it'll be interesting to experience that. So I did, and my back hates me now, and it's fall here in Canada, November. It wasn't as cold as some other places, but it was cold. I think it reached like -2 or -4 in the night. Luckily, I was in my car, so I didn't have to deal with the winds. I was like, I don't know how these homeless people do it, man, because like these winds, like the temperature itself. Well, I mean it was cold, but like I can see people surviving the cold, but the wind, man, that wind, that's painful as hell, man. I don't know how these homeless people do it, especially in these colder climates. Like in the warmer climates, it makes sense. Like it's much easier to be homeless in a warmer climate, but here, I wouldn't wanna I wouldn't want to do it. But yeah, it was cold, and then I got kind of desperate. And if for any of you like wondering why I didn't call anyone or stay, they were all asleep, and I'm too socially awkward to make a big fuss about it, so I didn't. And I just stayed at home. I just stayed in my car up until 7 o'clock, I would say. Well, I kept waking up every hour because it was cold, and I would turn on my car every now and then. But because I'm cheap, I wouldn't just keep the car running. Like I didn't want to leave it running for like 6 hours. So I don't know what I was thinking. I did turn it on for a few minutes when it got really cold, and I just needed to warm up. Luckily, I'm lazy. This is actually one of the only times where being lazy worked out for me because if I didn't have my winter jacket and another sweater in my car, I probably would have given up. But because I had them there, it actually made the night bearable. So I left my jacket in there, left my sweater, and again, these are probably some things that some people might not even have the luxury of. But it was an interesting experience just to live through, just go through that, just to go through that because it was difficult, and I feel for the people who have to do that as a living or as part of their struggle. It's not easy, man. And my mom told me not to be so mad at my sister, and I actually wasn't. I was just more so desperate. I just wanted to go in. I needed to shit. I needed to pee. I just came from tennis, so I was a little tired, and I wanted to shower. But eventually, my sister woke up and she opened the door. But I went to McDonald's because I was just like, okay, look, I'm hungry, uh, and and I need some tea because whatever sickness I had, I was getting better, but now it's worse. You can hear my voice again. I was like, damn it. I had my scarf too. I covered my neck, but it's not conducive to a warm environment. And then when I got home, I was cold. The heater was at 21 degrees, and normally I can deal with 21. It's not really a big deal, but uh, it was cold. I bumped it up. I was like, oh, this I cannot. Anyways, yeah. Hopefully, you're smarter with this. I don't really blame anyone. I think my sister did what she was supposed to, was to lock the door, which is very inaccessible from the outside. So it's I would pin the blame mostly on me. Like there's the off chance that maybe she should have known I'd be out, but it's like still I should still tell people, right? Anyways, that's everything. Thank you very much. Yeah, later days.